Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is D Revolution. I need you to please like, subscribe to this page, support my channel, please. Press like to this video, help my algorithms go up. Um, so, and some of you may know who follow me. I'm a writer, and this channel is to approach things from a writer's perspective. So, I just wanted to make this video because I was just sitting here thinking how now is the best time to be a writer. I remember years ago, before I even knew that I was a writer, I liked to write. Back in the day, I used to love to write. I remember I wrote my first rap, my first and only rap. I wrote it, and I don't remember the rap, but I remember at the time that I wrote it, I was just basically talking about the environment and just life at the end. And this was a sign then that I'd like to express myself through writing, but I didn't know it. Um, then by the time that I got into screenwriting, I didn't know how to type. I didn't, back then, computers was very expensive. I didn't have a computer, and so I wrote my first screenplay out by hand, just to say I did it. Um, but I remember this. This just occurred to me this morning. I remember thinking back in those days. I remember feeling like, man, I wish I just had a something there, a computer. I mean, back then they used to have monitors where you didn't necessarily have to have a computer, but it could just be a monitor. You could type up whatever on the monitor. And I was like, if I could just get one of those, just to type up my stuff, and I mean, and back then it felt like that I would never have what I needed to type out my scripts, because I felt like once I did have what I needed, that I was going to be a filmmaker. Um, so fast forward to a few years later, I kept writing, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I wrote two or three scripts out by hand, and then I met this girl who was a court reporter who I paid to type up my screenplays. She literally would type them up. She was already a typed as a court reporter or whatever. So that's how I would get my screenplays typed up again. And then I finally got to a point, and now technology is changing over this time. I finally got to a point where I was able to I put my first computer on layaway. It was an Acer computer at Walmart. I put it on layaway, and I slowly paid on it and paid on it, and I eventually got it. And I haven't been without a computer since. But even then, this is when the internet was fairly new, emails was fairly new, um and I guess technology was still working its way through or whatever. And so I was able to, I can't even say I even typed up anything because I didn't know how to type. Um, I continued to do what I was doing. I think I continued to pay that girl to type up my stuff. But I ended up meeting another guy who was a screenwriter, and he gave me some software. I don't remember the software, but I just remember the software was already set up where you can type up. You can just type your screenplay up, and it mapped all the margins out for you. It did everything for you. And I mean, this was years ago. Um, so so what I'm trying to, I guess I said all that to say this is that this is the best time to be a writer. There's softwares. There's so many things that can help you get it done. Whether it's software, if you're writing a book, they got software for people who write books. They have a little bit of everything for you to do whatever. So this is the easiest time to actually write your book. This is the easiest time to dive into it and get it done because all your tools are at your at your what they call it. All the tools you need is right there for you. So there's really not a reason not to write your story. Everything you need is right there in technology and and of course I remember that there was a time where I didn't have access to any of those things. Now I can get the software for things that I need. I have the computer. The Word document is right there on the computer, or Google Doc. It's right there on the computer. So you really have no reason not to write your story. Um, I'm D Revolution. I need you to support me. Please like and subscribe to my page.